Welcome back to my channel Dinar and Dong Updates. The long-awaited moment has arrived. The Iraqi dinar revaluation is now a reality. After decades of anticipation, speculation, and persistent rumors, the wait is officially over. The Iraqi dinar has revalued. This is not a forecast, a leak, or an unconfirmed insider whisper. This is official. It's done. The Central Bank of Iraq, CBI, alongside international financial institutions, has finalized and executed the long-promised revaluation of the IQD, bringing it to a new and historic exchange rate that is set to ripple across global financial markets. Today marks a monumental chapter for Iraqi dinar holders and global economic observers alike. For years, the revaluation of the IQD has been at the center of financial speculation and hope. Now, that hope has transformed into action. Here's everything you need to know about what just happened, what's coming next, and how this global currency shift will impact holders and the international financial community. Breaking developments out of Baghdad. At approximately 2:14 a.m. Baghdad time today, the Central Bank of Iraq completed its final regulatory steps to implement the revised international exchange rate for the IQD. This came after a high-level, closed-door meeting involving CBI leadership, representatives from the International Monetary Fund, IMF, and delegates from the U.S. Treasury Department. Following the meeting, a secured internal communiqué was dispatched to Tier 1 and Tier 2 banks worldwide. This document announced the IQD's new valuation status and indicated that back-end systems had been updated to reflect the currency's revised standing. These updates precede a synchronized public release set to occur during the next Forex market refresh. Public launch date and confirmed rate. The official date for public visibility of the new exchange rate is date: Thursday, April 25th, 2025. Time 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. Baghdad time exchange rate, $4.40 per one. IQD. According to multiple verified sources within the banking and Forex industries, this rate is not a projection. It's already live within internal systems and will become publicly accessible after final synchronization and compliance checks are complete. Global banking systems are ready. All major international financial institutions, Wells Fargo, HSBC, JP Morgan Chase, Citibank, Bank of America, and Deutsche Bank, have reportedly updated their infrastructure to support the new valuation. Secure terminals, rate sheets, and redemption portals are now online, and global redemption centers are fully activated. 2 redemption center officials, one in Florida and another in Nevada, confirmed they've received their final operational protocols, including non-disclosure agreement NDA forms, compliance kits, and client handling instructions. A key message in those instructions read, "This package is active and final. No further updates expected." This confirms the full implementation and readiness of the revaluation infrastructure across multiple financial tiers. The road to revaluation. What triggered the final push? Over the past 30 days, a flurry of behind-the-scenes financial activity signaled something significant was brewing. Analysts noted a notable increase in gold reserve movements, confidential meetings between Iraq's central bank and the IMF, and sudden shifts in regional trade, where transactions began to settle in dinar rather than US dollars. The final catalyst came with a critical vote by Iraq's Council of Ministers, authorizing the use of international parity mechanisms. This legislative green light was tied directly to a major trade agreement with India, denominated entirely in dinar. That agreement, internally dubbed Project Unity, served as the final domino. Once that deal was signed and approved, the IMF and CBI accelerated the rollout, culminating in today's revaluation confirmation. Timeline of events and next steps. Wednesday, April 24th, 2025, final internal banking systems sync across all Tier 1 and Tier 2 institutions. Redemption centers conduct final simulation drills. Asset verification and compliance tools distributed to staff. Thursday, April 25, 2025. 2025. Public visibility of the new IQD rate begins at 9 a.m. Eastern. Simultaneous announcements from CBI and IMF confirm full international reintegration. Currency converter platforms and banking sites will reflect the $4.40 USD rate. Friday, April 26 to Sunday, April 28, 2025. Early appointment invitations go out to pre-registered holders and large account profiles. Redemption hotlines and secure booking portals open. Starting Monday, April 29, 2025. General exchange window opens for all verified IQD holders. Individuals must pass ID verification and authenticity checks to proceed. Understanding the exchange tiers. The exchange process includes multiple tiers, with different rates and eligibility requirements. 1. Public rate, Tier 3. Rate, $4.40 per IQD. Access, available at retail banks and online Forex platforms. Requirements, ID verification and standard compliance review. 2. Private group rate, Tier 2. Rate 5.92, plus per IQD access. Through redemption centers by appointment requirements. NDA agreement, proof of prior currency acquisition, and vetted profile 3. Contracted rate, Tier 1. Rate, up to $7.10 per IQD access. Restricted to sovereign entities, corporate partners, and high-level diplomatic contracts negotiated prior to the RV requirements. Contract-based access only, not available to the general public. These figures are verified via authentic rate sheets reviewed by insiders and redemption officials. While Tier 1 access is limited to institutional players, Tier 2 may still be open to individual holders who qualify through redemption centers and fulfill NDA conditions. Exchange window, a limited time opportunity. The public will have a 10 to 14 business day window to complete their exchanges at these enhanced rates. Once this period closes, the IQD rate will transition to a fixed international standard, and higher tier offers may no longer be available. There will be no second wave of redemptions or rate resets, according to sources within the banking and international finance sectors. How to prepare for exchange. Step 1. Assess your holdings. Verify how much IQD you have and where it's stored. Gather any receipts, certificates, or proof of purchase. Step 2. Confirm your exchange options. Not every bank will participate in exotic currency redemption. Call foreign currency departments or check websites to find designated branches. Step 3. Understand NDA obligations. Private appointments may involve signing NDAs that restrict public sharing of your experience or post-exchange activities. Consult with a legal expert before signing anything. Step 4. Plan your financial future. Revaluation is a one-time event, but managing wealth is a long-term process. Work with professional financial advisors, estate planners, and accountants to build a strategy tailored to your goals. Global impact of the IQD revaluation. This is more than just an event for Iraqi currency holders. It's a transformative moment for the global monetary landscape. Iraq's return to asset-backed valuation is a signal that the petrodollar era is waning. As more nations shift toward sovereign asset-based currencies, global trade dynamics are poised for massive change. In fact, there are growing whispers within U.S. banking circles that the Vietnamese dong, VND, may be next. Simulations in back-end banking systems suggest projected revaluation rates of 0.41 to 0.58 USD per dong. While this remains unconfirmed, the precedent set by Iraq may inspire similar moves from BRICS-aligned nations in the months ahead. From war-torn isolation to global economic power, Iraq's journey has been long and turbulent. From the devastation of war to years of sanctions and financial seclusion, the country has now taken a bold step back into the global arena. With abundant natural resources, strategic partnerships, and a renewed financial infrastructure, Iraq is emerging as a pivotal player in the global economy. For those who believed in this possibility and held on to their dinars, the moment of realization has arrived. What was once speculative is now official. What was once a rumor is now a reality. Final thoughts. This is just the beginning. While the revaluation marks the culmination of a long journey, it also signals the beginning of a new financial era. For IQD holders, this is a life-changing event. But how that change manifests will depend on preparation, wise decision-making, and responsible financial planning. This revaluation is not just about money. It's about transformation, for individuals and for nations. Iraq has proven that recovery is possible, and that belief and persistence can ultimately yield historic outcomes. So, for those who waited, who believed, and who stayed the course, this is your time. Stay tuned for updates as we continue to monitor exchange operations, international responses, and the next potential revaluation candidates. The world is watching, and the future of finance is unfolding right now.